Thorpe, and I'm your host today. We have a returning guest today. Newman Thomas from Stealth Digital is going to be talking to us about how to create an online course in WordPress in no time. So we love that because we want to save time, but also, some of us are educators and we want to be able to use a website or in order to sell programs to clients, and this is going to be a great opportunity to learn how to do that. So if you're out with us tuning in on either Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, feel free to drop your questions into the chat and Newman will hopefully be able to answer them for you. He has been in the industry of IT and digital for about 15 years and owned his own business for a little while now. So we're looking forward to having you school us on this, Newman. Thanks for joining us again today.
Thank you for having me, Anna Marie. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Now, I'm going to let you kick off and I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's running in the background. This is going to be cool because WordPress has so many features, doesn't it? It's just one of those platforms that allows you to a lot of capabilities. Not everybody is super tech savvy, but I love that when you do the walkthroughs and kind of show us how things work, which I believe you're going to do today, which will be cool.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Anna Marie. I'll just share my screen and then I'll present. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Newman Thomas. I'm really excited to be here to show everyone how easy it is to create an online course on your WordPress website. So either you have a WordPress website now and you want to extend their functionality, you want to create online courses or webinars. This is the 1 hour session for you. I'll show you guys how easy it is to do that. A little bit about myself, as Anna-Marie said, is I worked in IT for about 14, 15 years in the digital space. And in the last few years, we started our business building websites for family. They came to me and asked for help. I went and helped them with building their websites. And then I realized, I can turn this into a business. So we started our business, we call it Stealth Digital. And our goal is to help to move businesses forward in the digital space. So Stealth Digital, we create websites from scratch. We use WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Shopify, Squarespace. It doesn't matter what CMS is out there, we can build that website. I'm quite technical enough to do those websites. We also can update and support our clients' websites. So people that has paid us for the websites, we provide support them as well. We also fix other clients' websites. So if your website is hosted with Bluehost or somewhere else around New Zealand, Australia, we can do that as well. We can fix if there's something wrong, like you're getting spam come through to our website, we can do that. We host our websites in New Zealand. So all our customers that are in New Zealand, we host website in New Zealand. We also have customers in Australia and also in America. We provide domain management, SEO, digital marketing services, Google Ads, Facebook marketing, and there's about 3 members of the team that work for me. And today we're going to be covering one of the many techniques we do to help your business move forward. So I only have 3 slides because I like to demo things and actually show you guys how to do it instead of talking through things. And this is the final slide. The agenda for today is we will create an online course in WordPress. We're going to do this in what we call the front end. And then we will look at what we call the back end, which is the nuts and bolts of the online course settings. We will look at how to add the tags and how to add the categories in for your courses. When I say online course, in this case, it could mean 2 things. It means you create an online course where it's a downloadable video or downloadable PDF document where you can sell this on to people. Or when I say online course, I'm referring to a webinar. So like what we're doing today with Digital Boost, this is also a webinar where people, students can enroll in your course, and then you can they get the Zoom link and they'll be able to follow through with you with that webinar. The features of this app I have available is you can set up unlimited courses or webinars. You can enroll unlimited students per course. You can set up to connect to Zoom or Google Classroom integration. I will show you how to get started and how easy it is to set up a course. And the whole idea about the courses and webinars is to make money. So this functionality I have available is it will help you. It will make you money. People will buy for your courses or pay for the webinar. You can have free courses if you want as well. That is available. Also, the other feature to bear in mind is there is an easy to follow wizard to build the online form. It just add in the course title, upload the image, add in the course duration, things like that. It's very, very easy and intuitive for everyone. So this online platform also, it extends your website functionality. So that means you already have WordPress website somewhere. If you don't, just contact us, contact Digital Boost, contact us. We can get you a WordPress website, and then we can extend your website into having online courses. Also, the feature comes with when students have completed the course, they can have what we call a completion certificate. They can download and say, oh, I've completed Introduction to Finance 101 course. And as the administrator of that platform, of that WordPress, you can design the certificate the way you want. You can add your own logo, you can add your own design. There's a lot of functionality available. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger. What I'll do is I'll open up another browser, make it much easier. Now, for the purpose of this training, from my website, my business website, digitalboost.business.govt.nz, I have created a menu or tab up here for courses. When you click on there is no course there, because that's the reason why we're gonna do this. We're gonna build a course and it automatically shows up on your WordPress website. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that course. So before creating the course, I would do all the setup on the back end, and then provide you the login so you can log in and add the courses.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know that you've got like two, I can see like the original screen and the new screen. And I don't know if you see that on yours, but okay. All right, great. Oh, perfect. And you're making it big for us. Thank you, Newman.
Yeah. So once I have enabled the functionality on your WordPress website, it's a matter of logging in into what we call the backend. I'll just quickly log in. So most people that has a WordPress website will have a login. And once you've logged in, you need to navigate to your dashboard. Now, like what I mentioned, once this functionality has been added to your website, you will be able to add the course straight away, because I need about 4 hours to do all the setup, which I will show in a minute, which is the back end side of things. So what we're doing here is the front end. I'll show you guys how easy it is to write a course. So once we have created a course, it will show up on this page on WordPress. So let's say I'm going to write a course. I'm going to add a new course. So click on the blue button, and it says that this is where you basically the wizard, the easy to follow wizard to fill in the course information. So let's say the course title will be Introduction to WordPress. Let's say I want to write to sell a course and call it Introduction to WordPress. The description could be, and it's quite user-friendly as well. This is similar to Microsoft Word, where you can just make things bold and type things in. So I like it to be in the bulleted list. So the description is, what is it? Basically a description of this course. So I can say build build a website from scratch, or on a hosting. You can also say install WordPress. You can say choose the themes, configure the plugins, and then plugins, and then you can say design your website, because essentially that's the steps. And then you can say test the website. So let's say that's the description of this course. This course is Introduction to WordPress. Again, you can make things bold if you want to. Let's say I'm going to make the WordPress bold. It's very, very easy, as you guys can see. You can right align, center align things. You can make it as numbers. So it's, I won't go through those details. This is the other feature. I'm really excited about this because this feature comes in. You can connect it directly to Zoom. So what that does is once students enroll in the course, they will be sent a Zoom link. And then all they have to do is on the day of the course or the webinar, they can click on the Zoom link and they log in, and then you can run the course. So everything is automatic. I won't go through this feature because this takes a long time to connect or to set up. But I just want to say this feature is really, really cool when you have a webinar. So it connects to Zoom. We all know, like we're using Zoom at the moment, how important Zoom is for webinar. Now, the next tab is the maximum students. When I mentioned before is you can have unlimited students enrolled on the course. So you can leave that to 0, which means there is no limits. You can have thousands of students enrolled to your course. Just imagine if you charge a few $100s for each course, there's going to be quite a bit of money. Or there are times when you say, look, I can't handle more than 10 students, because if it's young kids, you can say, okay, I want only 10 people to enroll in this course. The next thing is the difficulty level. You can set this and you say, okay, you can do it as all levels or a beginner level. So if it's an introduction to WordPress, essentially should be a beginner. The other thing is you can do multiple courses. So you can say Introduction to WordPress 101, and then maybe the intermediate level could be WordPress 102, could be more the detailed functions of WordPress. And then you can do an expert level as well. So you have your difficult level you can choose from here. Now, the category, I will show this later on in the back end where you can set up the different categories. So in this case, the category for this one is website design, but you can have different, you can set up different categories. So for example, if you are running a finance course, you can do categories around economics, or you can do financial trends, or finance IT or something else. So you can categorize those different courses. In this case, this is a website design, because there's another one called search engine optimization, but that's for a different course. So in the purpose of this training, I'm going to use website design. You can also tag the course as well. So in this case, I'm going to say it's a website design tag. Now, this is where you set the price. And let's say if you set it for $100, that's per student or per enrollment. So each student will pay $100 for that course. So for the purpose of this training, I'm going to leave it for free, but you can set a price here, and it integrates with Stripe or PayPal or any payment gateway you have. You can set up, and then the money will just come into your pocket. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to say it's free. I can choose a thumbnail, so like a nice photo of the course. So I'm just gonna pick a random image somewhere from here. I'll say, okay, this course is gonna have this image here. And use this media. You can upload it from the desktop, and then the video, you can say this is more like the introduction. So maybe you have an introduction video. You can connect this to, let's say, you can link it to YouTube. If you have a YouTube video about your course, you can say, okay, I'm going to create a YouTube video just to tell everyone what the course is about. This is where you link that YouTube video. Now, course builder, I'm going to come back to this in a moment because this is where it gets into the details of the course. The instructors, that's me. That's my other email address, but you can add more instructors there. You can have multiple instructors, or you can enable the ability where you own the website and then there's instructors that pay for your service. They are an instructor. They pay to kind of rent your website for their course, and then you get money from there. Now, the total course duration. So, for example, the introduction to WordPress, I would say this will be about 2 hours. And I'll leave the minutes and the seconds. So this is about 2-hour course. So this is the benefits of the course. This is where you list the knowledge skills that the students will learn after they complete the course. So the benefits is that will be you get a brand new website. The ability to learn more about, in this case, WordPress, plugins, themes, and so forth. The requirements on the instructions, what are some of the additional requirements or special instructions? You can say this is a dedicated, let's say, webinar. So if I integrate, let's say, Zoom to this, I say this is a dedicated webinar run with the Zoom to teach WordPress. Maybe some of the requirements will be a stable internet connection, internet or Wi-Fi connection. Your target audience. So this is for anyone want. No, maybe let's do this the other way around. So the targeted audience will be small to medium business owners who wants to learn websites. Or you can say anyone wanting to sell products or promote their services, something like that. So it's over to you, how you're gonna type those in. Materials included, so you can say downloadable PDF, or you can say Zoom slide, Zoom, and then you can say slides. Whatever the materials you're gonna provide on this course. You can make this course public, no enrollment required, but obviously we want people to enroll on our courses. You can disable Q&A. So this feature, this function will enable you to have question and answers functionality as well. You can also disable the certificate if you don't want to give a certificate. So for example, if you say the beginner level of WordPress, you won't have a certificate until you've completed the expert level. You do 3 courses and then you can get a certificate. There's a course prerequisite at the moment. For example, if you have WordPress 102, maybe the course prerequisite is you complete WordPress 101, something like that. In this case, there is no prerequisite. So this is what I talked about the certificate before. You can choose the different types where it's pre-configured as well, but you can also design the certificate the way you want. Obviously, we are limited in time, so I won't really go into designing the certificate, but you can have a portrait certificate or landscape as well. Now, once you've done that, now let's go back to the actual course itself. Now, how the courses are laid out is they go a topic. So for example, I'm going to add a topic, add a new topic. So the topic will be, welcome everyone, welcome. the topic summary is welcome to the course. And I'll say add a topic. Okay, so that's welcome course there. So the way this functionality looks at courses is you have one topic and you can have multiple lessons in that topic, or you can have you can add another topic. So I can say install topic number 2 could be install WordPress on a secured server. So that's another topic. As you guys can see, this is topic number 1, which is welcome. That's topic number 2, impress WordPress on a secured server. And then I can say how to choose a theme. How to choose a theme is another topic. How are we doing for time? We're doing good. And then so forth. You can add all the different topics there. Now, within the topic, you can have lessons in there. So, for example, we can say the welcome. We want to add lessons in there. So welcome will be probably lesson 1 will be welcome everyone. Just saying hello, welcome to the course. That's a lesson. You can add a description in it. You can say maybe if it's a Maori lesson, you can say maybe the karakia. If it's say a little prayer. Also, you can say welcome officially. And then from here, you can upload the featured image. If it's a video, some things as well, you can upload an attachment where students can download that. So what I'll do is I'll just update that lesson. Okay, great. Now, this is the topic up here, and this is the lesson. What I'll do is I'll create 2 lessons within the install WordPress on a secured server. Good thing with this as well, each of these courses will have lessons, and lessons will have quizzes. You can have assignments, even you can set up a Zoom live session. That's why it's very easy to set this up. So the lesson could be, first one is download WordPress. And then you can say navigate to WordPress.org and download the latest version. So this is, you can say this is step 1. So these are the instructions of what you're telling people to do. And then you can say install and you go log into the server. You can add attachments to that. So I'm just going to update that lesson. I'll create one more. So we go download WordPress. That's one lesson within one course. I'll add another lesson, and we can say install WordPress on cPanel, for example. And you can say install login to cPanel, and then install WordPress. So these are basically the steps you're going to go through with that webinar to show people what to do. Okay. Now, because we are squeezed for time, I won't go really deep into details how to add these courses, but you guys get the general idea. Now, once you've done that, on the right-hand side, you can publish that course. Now, once you publish the course, this has been submitted for review. So when you have multiple instructors, so there are times you don't want anyone to submit any course at all for privacy, security reasons and stuff like that. So as the administrator, you need to go in and approve that course. Now, I'm going to talk about this back in a minute, but for now, when you go to courses, this is that course there. It's free, website design, the categories, and then you can edit this course. And then once I go publish here, so for example, if you have multiple instructors, then it will show up on this page. So I'll just go back to this page. If I refresh this, the course hasn't showed yet, so the course has not been published. Now, if I go publish, and before I do anything else, I'm just going to quickly do something because I know, and change that there, and I go update. I'm just designing that course itself. Now, when I go refresh here, so as you guys can see, the course automatically now shows in the front end where students can enroll in their course. So what I'll do now is I'll take my hat off as the course designer. I'm gonna put my hat on now. I've come to your website. I'll look through your website and go, wow, I wanna enroll on this course. You can have unlimited courses here. So I'll look at this course, say it's not rated, but that's gonna come later. The course is called Introduction to WordPress. It's for 2 hours. It's with this email address. It's free. Oh, it's free because if it costs money, it will show, let's say, $140 here. You can click on the course itself to look at the details. So this is where we were populating this course information in our front end builder. So this is the title. This is the course level. So it's beginner. You can go back and change all this information here. You can change the course level. The good thing about this as well is, I'll make this a little bit bigger, is people can share this on their social media. They can share it to Facebook. When they click on this link and share it on their profile, this link will be on Facebook. Sorry, excuse me. There's Twitter. They can share it to Twitter. They can share it to LinkedIn, which is probably a really good place to share online courses, is LinkedIn, and Tumblr as well. This course was last updated just now. And this is the description. So this is what we added in the description. We had the word WordPress in bold. The students can build a website from scratch. They can install WordPress. They can choose the theme. They can configure the plugins. They can design the website and can test the website. As you guys can see, within like 10, 15 minutes, I was able to create a course. So that's how easy it is to create a course. And these are the topics. We talk about topics, and within a topic, there are lessons there as well. So there's this topic here, which is the welcome topic. And we could have added more topics, but I decided to just stay with this. And each of this will have the lessons. It will give you some information about the instructor as well. On the right-hand side, this is the image we uploaded. It just breaks all the text. It looks nice. This is the price. In this case, it's free. This is what we talk about, the materials included. The students can have a downloadable PDF, which you can add to the topics. They need Zoom and also slides as well. Now, this is the enroll button. So when I mentioned, I think there was something, I think we said 10. Only 10 people can enroll. Yeah, total enroll at the moment is 0. When they enroll, then I'll show you guys the step in just a minute. The requirements, this is a dedicated webinar run with Zoom to teach WordPress. Some of the other requirements is a stable internet Wi-Fi connection. We talk about tags, which is website design. And then this is the target audience. So everything we've entered in the front end, it showed here. So let's say I take off the hat as a course designer. Now I am a student. I look at this course and I say, oh, I want to enroll in this course. So it's quite easy as well. So I'm going to go enroll now. Let's say I'm a new student. I don't have an account. I'm going to create a new account. So I'll just go Newman, Thomas. I'm going to create a username. So can you guys see this? Is this big enough? So Vadagon is the username, and then the email is at gmail.com. And then just for the sake of this, I'm going to go, that's the password. Let's see if that's going to work. By the way, I'll remove this. So the other thing is it comes with security as well, and you go register. Okay. Okay, so the email address is already used. So I go 3, and the password is the 3 at the end. Oh, capture. Okay, so now I have registered. So with the students, so I'm a student, they go to 2 steps. One is they need to register first as a student so that they can then enroll in the courses. You can start the course or you can complete the course. This case, I want to start the course. Now, just imagine I'm Newman Thomas. I am the student. I want to start this course here. It's very, very easy. It comes up here. You can go, welcome to the course. It is a karakia. So let's say someone is on the other side, say, okay, welcome everyone. Let's do a karakia. And then welcome officially, and then go, I'll just go next, which is the next lesson, which is the instructions out there. Navigate to wordpress.org and download the latest version, and then log into the server. So someone is on the other side is telling me, go to wordpress.org, download the latest version, and log into the server. You can go back to the previous lesson, or you can just skip. Log into cPanel, install WordPress. Because we're squeezed for time, I didn't enter in the details here, but you can enter in as much information here. And then that's done. And then you can say, I'm gonna complete this lesson. Okay. Yeah. So when that's done, say, okay, I've done it. I just go complete the course. Then students will be able to rate that course. Let's say, well, this is an amazing course. I learned so much. I learned so much about how to build a website and WordPress. So they are rating this course. You can enable this, or you can disable it as well if you want to. Great. Now, what I'll do now is I'm going to put my hat on now as the administrator of this platform. You can be the tutor as well. You can be the administrator. You can switch roles, and from the back end, you will have access to all of these features here. So I only got another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll go to the questions. And we're just about to cover everything here. This is that course here. You can see, you can edit the course directly from here. You can go edit. And let's say it was install WordPress. You can say install WordPress on the go. Once you update that, so when I go back to the courses, so if I go back to this course now, as you guys can see, it changed. So you can edit the course from this, what we call the back end as well. You can change the categories. In this case, it's website design. You can change it to, you can add new categories from here. You can add some more tags from here as well. You can connect to Zoom. You can add the course settings where you want now to change to, let's say, unlimited students. You can change the course level. So everything we talked about before, you can change at the back here. This is the course builder where you can have different lessons. You can add or edit lessons from here. You can edit the course duration. Let's say you did the course once and you go, man, this is too short. You can change this to 3 hours. So let's change. I'm just going to make a quick change there. Go 3 hours. And now this course duration over here will change to 3 hours. As you guys can see, it changed automatically, seamlessly to 3 hours. Yeah, again, you can change anything from here. You can say you can change the benefits of the course, the requirements, the target audience, and so forth. The certificate as well. You can change the layout. Once the students have completed the course, they can download the certificate. Now, from the back end, you can also, I'm just going to quickly go through this and then we are done. You can see the different categories here. Let's say at the moment, I've got 2 categories. You can add another category. You can say web. So that's web design. I say web development is a category. Just like a web development, and go add a new category. So now the categories will change on when you add the course, you can select web development now as a category. The same thing as the tags as well. You can add multiple tags in, like what I said with the finance. You can add different tags in there. You can have different categories. This is just, no, sorry, I won't go there because I have some privacy. I've got some students there already. So I'm not going to click on the students tab because I have students that have enrolled on my course. Otherwise, it's going to display their personal information. So I'm not going to go there. However, the students that have registered, their informations will go to the students tab. This is the announcement. Sorry, I can't show that because I've got students enrolled from my previous course. Otherwise, their information will display on this video here. Announcements, you can create announcements. So for example, you can say WordPress 102 is going to launch on the 1st of December. You can create announcements here. Now I'm just going to make sure that I click on something I want, you know, there's some privacy stuff. So Q&A as well. You can write some questions and answers. You can build those here. Quiz attempts. So number of students that have attempted on the quiz. Like if you wrote a quiz and you can see out of the 100 students I have, only 10 of them have attempted this quiz. So this will give you that report. So these are the add-ons. I want to show this here because these are the features that come with this. You can connect to calendar. You can allow your students to see everything in the calendar view. I'll just make this a little bit bigger. You can do content drip. Content drip is when you tease there's a course coming. You can have enrollments. You can integrate this plugin to your Google Classroom integration. Like if you run your course on Google Classroom, you can add grades as well. Like so students run their assignments, you can give them a grade like A+, A-, whatever. There's push notifications. You can import quizzes. You can connect to these other tools as well. I'm not going to go through them, but basically it's about membership. If you want students to have a membership capability, they can sign up to these here. Students can have assignments. By the way, you can toggle this. You can turn this on and off. If you don't want assignments, you can easily just turn this off. You say, nah, my student's not going to have assignments. So you can customize them, or even you can turn the certificate off if you don't want students to have certificates. There's course attachments, course preview. So multi-instructor is if you want other people to be instructors on your platform. They get paid and you get paid commission as well. Email notifications prerequisites. So what we had before was, before you enroll into WordPress 102, you must enroll into WordPress 101. You can disable that function. You can have reports as well. How many students has enrolled on your course, how much I got paid, how many students dropped out halfway through the course. And this is the Zoom integration. And this is quite a powerful thing where you can integrate Zoom to this particular app. You can also integrate it with something called WooCommerce subscriptions, where you can students can subscribe and pay monthly, yearly, or whatever you want. Now that's the grade book. It's what I talked about just before. This is the report. Can I click on that? No, I think there's some personal information there. So this is where you integrate Zoom. At the moment, I took it off for this particular training because it has my personal, they call it API key showing. So I'm not gonna go there. And this is the settings. So settings is the main thing you can do to set up. You can do the settings for your general, which is if you want to disable or enable something. So for example, the YouTube player, you can enable that. You can enable, you can upload the course builder badge logo. So you can upload your logo here for example. The course itself, you can disable and enable a lot of things. You can enable or course expiration. So for example, this course will only be for 1 week. So you can enable that feature. You can enable question Q&A. You can disable the course author. So, at the moment, my email address is showing, my details are showing. You can disable that. So, for example, if you don't want the instructors to show on the enrollment page, you can disable those things. You can disable the course duration. So, on the course itself, the duration is 3 hours. So, if you don't want to display that, you can just click here. So let's say maybe I'm just going to disable the course duration. So if we go back to the front end here, so as you guys can see, the duration has disappeared. So that's why it's quite intuitive. I really like this tool. You can disable the course to enroll, course update date, course material. You can do a lot from here if you don't want to, display this here, you can basically disable it. So it's just a matter of click, toggle through the yes or no if you don't want it. Course review and stuff like that. So there's a whole lot of things, capability that you can do. This is the lessons. This is the quiz. There's a time limit on the quiz. You can set it to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever that may be. There's instructors. So this is where you allow multiple instructors to upload their course. So this is where it moves into you providing the webinar or the online course to multiple instructors. You can enable that feature. The instructors will have their pages like this, so you can select the layout. Yep. And students are earning, so you can if you're the administrator or the platform provider, you can say, I want 100%, or I want 10% of what the other instructors will make. So every time they sell a course, the money will just automatically come into your account because you're providing that platform. So this is where the admin commission percentage is set. Withdrawal style monetization, you can enable that, email notification, WooCommerce. I think I only got a couple more minutes, so I'll just finish off. This is the tutor certificate. You can say this is the authorized name that shows up on the certificate. The company name, Stealth Digital will show up there. You can show the instructor's name or not. You can upload a signature. This is an actual course. You can allow students to view or download the certificate. Another capability is you can design the certificate, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Tools, don't worry too much about that now. The enrollment are students that has enrolled in your course. Now, again, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to click on the enrollments because I know it's going to display my students that have enrolled on my course, and because I know this is recorded, so I'm not going to click on enrollments, but all your enrollments are managed from there. Google Classroom is when you integrate to Google Classroom. This is where you build your assignments. The moment I haven't really created any assignments, emails, and the license as well. I think that's all what I want to cover, Anna Marie.
Well, you haven't shorted us at all. It's been a fantastic session. Oh my gosh. And I know a lot of people who will use this. Honestly, this is such a great tool. And I love that you can even do the certificates in there. I mean, how cool is that? Yeah. It is just such a good resource. It's not everybody's business, you know what I mean? Like everybody doesn't do this, but folks that do want to do this is just been so informative on how to do that, because we haven't had any content like this. So I'm just so glad that you did that walkthrough. That was awesome, Newman. You are really great. So thank you so much. And I've been kind of monitoring across channels. We've got people saying hi, but we don't have anybody asking any questions as yet. So if you do have a question, I know, crazy, but I think that sometimes happens because, you're walking everybody through the process, and you did that so succinctly, like we could just follow along. So look, Newman has often said in the past, and I hope I'm not misquoting you, that if people want to reach out to you, they can. So please, reach out to Newman if you need to have a chat. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Just go to my website, digitalboost.business.govt.nz. There's an option there if you want me to install this function on your platform, so that you'll be able to do it. So a lot of business cases where this will work is if you have a yoga business where you want to run a webinar from your website. So that's a really good example. Or if you're just at home, you don't know how to get started, just message me. I will help you guys through setting everything up. I do all the setup, and I provide free training to make sure you guys are up and running. I've got a few clients that's already running courses. I run courses myself on how to build a website in WordPress and things like that. There's or SEO courses. I've done that. And yoga business, there's a health center. So if you have a health business, like how to, or even a cooking show, things like that. So honestly, there's a whole tons of industry that can benefit from that. And I'm quite excited about it as well. And I'm quite happy to share that with everyone, where it's possible, especially with COVID, we're at home and you go, what's a side income? Online courses or webinars is a way to generate some side income.
Yeah, it's so true. And you're right, in the yoga space, it is quite a space where a lot of teachers want to get into that, be able to still do business, especially in lockdowns. It's one of the things that, you can't touch people, you don't see them in the regular day, but if you can have an online course, there are so many instances of businesses that could utilize this in some way, whether it's recipes and cooking. And, you mentioned that, and I just thought, oh yeah, you could do a cooking course on here. You could share the recipes. You could, lots of things like that, and lots of tutoring. Some people do personal coaching. So, people who want to be able to coach folks and run a program in that way, or like what you do with your digital marketing kind of work. So there's lots of opportunities. And actually, maybe it's worth investigating your business, no matter what it is, and seeing whether or not you could add this as an element to your business. Like you said, it's a little bit of a side hustle. It's like when we talk about subscription as well, like thinking about your business and whether or not you could add a bit of a subscription into your business, just to give you that extra, this consistent cash is coming in because people are buying something regularly. So look, I've really appreciated all the time I've got to spend with you this year, Newman, because we've done a few of these now.
Yeah,
so
I think this is course number 4, and I think we've got at least 2 more courses before the end of the year. And I'm always excited to run these courses next year as well, to kind of, I think, just to let people know there are things out there, there are options out there where you can, in this case, extend your functionality. I'm also working as an aside on a super platform. It's called Absolute Courses, where people can create their courses on that platform, and I'm you call it a super admin, where it's going to be a less cost for example, and I manage the website, I manage everything. All I have to do is create a course on that platform, but I'm working on that. But it's I'm quite busy, but yeah, there is options out there. That's why I use the words quite carefully when I say you extend your WordPress functionality, because that's what it is. You really need WordPress first to have the website, but you can actually have a WordPress as well. Quite happy to help out.
Yeah, and nice that you host in New Zealand as well. So some people don't know a lot about WordPress, and it's a little bit different from things like Squarespace and Shopify, where you do have to have somebody host, a WordPress site. So but you own your site. Like WordPress, when you have a WordPress site, it's yours. You can take it anywhere. Somebody else could host it for you. You truly own it. Whereas kind of on Squarespace and some of the other platforms, like you're still within their business. Do you know what I mean? Is that's right, isn't it, Newman?
Yeah, and as well, like a Squarespace, to my knowledge, they don't have the extendability to have online courses on Squarespace and Weebly and Wix as well. They don't have that capability. That's why for me, I prefer WordPress, but that's my own opinion for these reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not here to promote anything.
Yes.
We're not here to say, look, one's better than the other. We're just letting you know what capabilities are available on each platform. And this is one of the cool capabilities that WordPress has. So that's pretty awesome. So we're going to finish up there because we're still hanging here. I've been waffling on. You've been waffling on, and I still don't see any questions. So we're all good in that respect. So what an epic job you did today, Newman. You've got us all going. We're ready to go get out there and figure out how we can sell some online courses.
Absolutely.
So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. And I'll see you all on Monday. Ka kite to everyone. Thank you again, Newman, for your
Thank you,
time.
Anna Marie.